going on there? Yes, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another book recommendation video. This time I'm going to be going through a number of Greek mythological books for kids and adults that I really enjoy and that I think your children and you will really enjoy. I also have an amazing game, a Greek mythological game that I can't wait to show you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So a lot of children, I believe in year 5 and 6 are studying Greek mythology at school. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I studied it when I was in year 5. Then it was the ancient Egyptians in year 6, so they always change these things, don't they? So your child may very well be studying that right now. So if you're looking for some books to introduce them to Greek mythology, then I have found all of these. These are the first Greek myth books. I actually picked these up in the charity shop, so I'm not sure. I will have a look and put all the links down below if they're on Amazon and everything. But you've got all the classic tales. So there's Jason and the Golden Fleece, Theseus and the Man-Eating Monster. And it says here, they are easy to read stories with lots of colourful illustrations. There are 10 fantastic first Greek myths to collect. So really nice, beautiful illustrations, simple text and everything. A nice introduction, because some of the tales are quite long, and depending on the age group, whether you're reading for, you know, young kids or into teenagers literature, they go into far more detail. So if you just want something really simple, then these were really lovely. So I got these for £1 from the charity shop, but I shall take a look and see where else they are online. I'm sure there are very similar books to this that have those first kind of introductory tales for young children. Then I have this book which I had as a young child. This is All the Myths and Legends. I mean, look at that beautiful drawing. This obviously is a little bit harder, the text is much smaller and there's a lot of it, but this again is beautifully illustrated. I drew that, I remember drawing that or recreating this illustration at school, obviously for my projects or whatever. I used to be fascinated by this book. Oh, I want to read it again now. I think I will. So there you go. You got so that picture is obviously maybe a little bit too violent for young children, but this is lovely for older kids who want a little bit more detail and some more grown-up pictures. So that's another lovely book for introducing all the myths and legends all together. I'll get back to you when I've read through it. Another general Greek mythology book, Legends of Ancient Greece, starts right at the beginning of the mythological timeline with the Battle of the Gods. Then it goes on to Prometheus and so on. Again, smaller text, lots more detail, beautiful illustrations. These are very old, these books, so they kind of don't make them like this anymore. They're a bit more simplified, I think, now, but these drawings are absolutely beautiful. So I shall find as many links to similar books to this if I can't find the exact one. Then I went to TK Maxx the other day because I was having a little look to see if they had any more books for my kids, and I found this one, Athena, the Story of a Goddess, and they had another one which I think was about the Egyptians, and this has got some, oh, I have to just get out the shot completely, lovely illustrations here. This is tiny writing, again, so possibly for an older child. This is kind of in the style of more like a comic book, actually, you know those, oh, what are they called, horrible history books, but on a slightly larger scale. So for any child that likes Greek mythology, this would be a lovely book. TK Maxx always have some brilliant things, so head down to there if you're looking for something. Then this book is a beauty. There are several different books in this style. As you can see, absolutely beautiful front cover. And this is designed like a load of letters and notes all put together. So obviously this is for an older child or an adult as a beautiful gift. and gives you a map of ancient Greece. Should we just sit here all day and just read these books together? Why not? So as you can see, gorgeous, gorgeous Greek mythological book. That will be linked down below. Oh, there you go. There it says all the other books in the series. So I have, I've got Dragonology, Ancient Egyptology, what's this one? Wizardology, and Piratology. And this one is Mythology. Moving on to chapter books. So these chapter books are obviously written with a different take on Greek mythology. They're not the classic tales, they are sort of spin-offs, and they are all chapter books aimed at around 7+. Obviously younger if you want to read them to your kids, but that kind of age group, so upper primary school, junior school. So first of all, a little bit of self-promotion of my own books. The Adventures of Omicron. I have just released the third one. Where is it? In the series. These stories follow Omicron the mechanical owl as he battles Greek mythological creatures to try to prove his worth to the gods and return to Mount Olympus. They are all available on Amazon worldwide, in paperback and on Kindle. Nice, simple, easy to read, and I have drawn all the illustrations myself, which is why there are not many of them. It's one of the latest ones. That'll be linked down below. Then there are two authors that I really like. When I was actually doing research for my book, I read a lot of children's mythological books, and one of them was Tim Baker and the Ancient Curse. This is by Stella Taraxon, who also has a Greek background. This is part of the Hopeless Heroes series. These are lovely, lovely books. She has nice, simple illustrations as well. Easy to read text. This follows Tim Baker as he has a magic vase which transports him to ancient Greece, where he meets Hercules and different gods and so on. Obviously each book tells a different story, really fun. Also deals with life, in that Tim Baker lives with his mum, who is a single mother, so it kind of touches on that a little bit as well. And there's another one of her books, Hera's Terrible Trap. I can't remember which number this is in the series. I think it's number 2, but this was just as good as the first one. I really enjoyed it. Then we have the children's chapter book series Beasts of Olympus. This is by Lucy Coates, who has written loads of other books aimed at more teenage readers, and this is one of her children's chapter books. So this is Beasts of Olympus. This one is Steeds of the Gods. I think the first one is Beast Keeper, and this follows the story of a boy called Damon, who finds out that his father is the god Pan, and he goes with his dad up to Mount Olympus to look after all the mythological creatures. Lucy is an extremely witty and unique writer. I found these books to be really different. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. It didn't just tell you the normal tale of the heroes and everything. She really spun her own kind of twist on the stories, so I'm sure young children will enjoy this series as well. Then if your child is maybe younger or not as interested in books as other kids are, because let's face it, not all kids are bookaholics. You know, some of them prefer to actively get involved with a game or something. So when I was doing a little bit of research on Instagram about Greek mythology, I came across a company called My Greek Games. They are based in Thessaloniki in Greece, and they are a new, ethical and responsible small company that creates educational board games for children and grown-ups. So I went along to their website. I also emailed them to find out a little bit more about them, and I went and bought this game, which is called Odyssey, which is a snakes and ladders game aimed at children aged 5+. This comes in a beautiful little box. It's gorgeously illustrated. It is just a simple board game, you know, simple snakes and ladders, but it has all the mythological kind of creatures on it. And I recently played this with my children and they absolutely loved it. It's currently only available to buy through the company themselves, which is why I personally emailed them to see how much it would be to ship. So if you go to www.mygreekgames.com, have a little look, and then you can pick things there, and if it doesn't say it will ship to you, just drop them an email, because I'm sure they will be very accommodating. They were really lovely people, great customer service, and they've got plenty of other games on there as well for adults as well. So guys, they were my Greek mythological book recommendations, mainly for children, with a few for adults as well, and a lovely game. Really hope you enjoyed the video, really hope it was useful for you and maybe gave you a few ideas for Christmas or birthdays or something like that. Don't forget to hit the bell button, the like button and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye!